Apparently, Kerryon Johnson plays Madden, and he believes that the game is just plain and simply terrible. I don't know what he's talking about, and I'm going to tell this guy right now, bro, that's not the way this works. The NCAA is not going to be able to get themselves together and make another game. So guess what, bro? You're stuck with Madden 19, and guess what? In Madden 20, your card's finna get nerfed. Let's talk about it right now. Man, oh man, oh man. So Kerryon Johnson is going to be the latest victim of MUT EA. Yo, listen, EA is about to go so hard on this guy next year, it's going to be ridiculous. But before we get into all of that, let's check out what his card is doing right now. Because I don't know if it's the rage because of the card. I know he got like a team of the week, right? Didn't he get like a team of the week card or something like that? All right, so they gave him a couple cards. So you got an 85 is the highest that he got for the year. So I don't know if he's mad about that with everything that's going on. It's only an 89 speed. You don't have a power-up. So hold up, wait a minute. Can we even put, we could put Sprinter on him, right? I think we could put Sprinter on the team of the week cards. So let's just say that he gets a physical cam. He's going to go up +3, so 92 speed. So if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you already know that you got Matthew Stafford as your quarterback. You're pretty much not going anywhere regardless. So that whole division is probably going to be, I guess, depending on how Kirk Cousins plays, it's going to be between like Minnesota and Chicago. I would probably say. What do you guys think when we're dealing with the NFC North? Write it in the comments. Who do you think is going to, like, just know this. Detroit is not doing anything. Coach Pencil and these guys are not going to be doing much. Now, before you guys completely brush off what he's saying, that's not what I'm saying. I understand. I rage about the game like every day. I understand the frustration. The problem is the last guy to do this, like outright go wild, was, I believe, Patrick Peterson. For years after he did that, his cards were straight trash for the most part early on. Like, they didn't really give him like the things that he was supposed to do. If you go through the history of it, because I studied it closely while it was going on, they were never giving him his credit. Keep in mind, that dude is one of the best corners in the league, and for some reason, he's just overlooked. Probably because, you know, the Cardinals suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that's like a hidden secret. The team sucks. So that's not what any of this is about. But I will tell you this, though. Years after, even like, look, T.O. made up with EA Sports, right? And they still gave him a trash card for his limited. So they don't forget that you do this stuff to them. I just want to make sure that, you know, he pretty much understands that. It's probably not the best thing for guys that are actively playing in the league to do that, because what happens is your cards are going to be so trash, it's going to be ridiculous. Now, if you were like standing up for something, you know what I'm saying, bro, like more, it's really nothing you can do by saying that other than cause commotion and, you know, ridiculousness for yourself. Now, when you look at Patrick Peterson, right, he gets the +3. So he's regularly a 94 speed and he gets the 3, right? If you ask me, like, is he, like, when it comes to cover corner and, like, one of the best corners in the league, should he be faster based on the way that MUT is? He probably should be. Because I watched this man blanket receivers all throughout the year. In my opinion, he's a better corner than Jalen Ramsey. But, you know, whatever, for this year. Last year, Jalen Ramsey was straight lockup. People realize that he's a bigger corner. The smaller guys get open on him. He don't have the speed to keep up, all that good stuff. Patrick Peterson is your all-around, like, just straight freak show. All right, so for years, he wasn't able to get decent cards. And to be honest with you, his cards were very, very, like, really, really lackluster. So looking at Kerryon Johnson's card right there, I don't know what's going to happen to him, but I need you guys to reach out to him and let him know that it's not the best case scenario to do that with EA Sports. Now, let's get to the gameplay. EA Sports recently patched the game. All right, they patched it. I recently tweeted some of the stuff that's been going on. I can tell you this much right now. There's a lot of people catching the ball and getting up and running after the play. Randy Moss likes to play the air guitar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to you go to Twitch. It's a highlight. And also on my Twitter, I reposted the video at Twitch, twitch.tv/GmiasWorld, and obviously GmiasWorld on Twitter. You'll be able to see the video where I'm obviously down by contact, and I get up and start playing the air guitar. And Randy Moss, I guess he just likes to do stuff like that. It is what it is. Okay, there are issues that are going on, but again, you can, you know, play MUT squads, win 10 games, and get a Nat Team of the Year card. If you wanted to do something like that, you do get a choice of 3 cards. So is it worth it? It probably is. I'm not doing it at this moment because I don't really, like, I can't really stomach it. You know, to be honest, like, playing the game, it really gives me hives in my eye sockets every time I log in. But hey, you know what I mean? Bro, most of us, we love Madden. I don't know if Kerryon, like, really plays Madden the way that some of us do, that have been playing it for years and really understood what it was to be a good Madden. Because regardless of the Maddens that you compare to NCAA football, I still have some videos here, right here at GmiasWorld. NCAA football was one of the, NCAA football 14 was one of the greatest games ever made. And you know what I don't understand? People like to compare Madden to like the NFL 2K, but in my opinion, the NCAA football games surpassed the 2K football games. In my opinion, I really, really enjoyed those games. So based on the situation where, you know, obviously they're not going to just all of a sudden start paying players, that is never going to get done. The NCAA situation is done. Unless they want to, you know, start giving people, you know, their due from their likenesses, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and say it probably won't occur. So I just want to say I love his thought process, but obviously it's not as easy as he's saying it. Going forward, though, okay, what does that mean? What, you know, you guys probably like, yo, Gmi, what do you think's going to happen with the gameplay? Pretty much what I think is going to happen with the way Madden is, because Madden was I believe it was the 4th best-selling game in the country, based on statistics that I recently saw. I don't think we're going to get much from it as far as change. I don't think that the gameplay is going to get any better going forward. I do. The only way that you can expect to get a little bit more from it is if you give them a little bit more time to scrap the game. But unfortunately, Madden is released like clockwork. This year, it actually came out a lot earlier. And in defense to EA Sports developers, the game was pretty good at launch. The biggest issue that they have is getting away from the patch of 16, which I will continue to tell you guys that until like I just completely stop playing Madden. That first patch to stop a game that was pretty good. Like, you could remember this, guys. When Madden 16 was released, you could stop aggressive catches. All you had to do was swat it. Even though they didn't make the swat button relevant, if you would hold the X button or the square button, the ball would pop out. I don't know if you guys realize that. Only the real Madden OGs would know about that. But it was a way to stop it. Once that patch was, you know, put in place because of Perriman being so fast, which is based on his speed threshold, he was a 97 speed. He was in actuality supposed to be that fast. If you really think about it, that was supposed to be his real speed. EA got a lot of complaints, and they chose to create the sliding in animations. All right, now what does that mean? The sliding animations and the things like that. What does that mean? What are you talking about, Gmi? Pretty much what happens is your people will like. What is all that? I don't know what just said. That was just total foolishness. But what happens is, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're playing a game and you have a guy beat by like 5 yards, that player will warp into you and from behind you swat the ball. Completely unrealistic and ridiculous. But that's part of what the game has become, because EA didn't want to just make people learn how to play better defense. Just like with Tyreek Hill. You see right now, when you look at what Bill Belichick did to Tyreek Hill in the first half of the game of the AFC Championship, Tyreek Hill is one of the most dynamic receivers in the National Football League. But what he did? What did Bill Belichick come up with? Press him at the line, man-to-man, had the safety over the top, right? People were playing one-on-one with Perriman at the launch of Madden 16 and raging. And it was some good players. Some of the players that were playing at that time were good players that were complaining about Perriman, which is why it's very difficult for them to adjust what really is wrong with the game. Because if players that are good are complaining about stuff like that, it makes it very difficult, because you're probably looking, you know, EA developers are looking at it like, these guys are good players, and they're complaining about the speed of Perriman when we released them with a 97 speed. So in all actuality, he's supposed to be that fast. You understand what? Like, it's weird the way it goes on. And like I said, I have to be fair all the way down the middle, because I am in complete disgust with the gameplay right now. I have to look at all the avenues and everybody that had something to do with it. Not just the EA developers. Because remember, they opened it up to all of the people that currently play the game. And even with a lot of the people that play the game right now, they haven't been playing Madden for as long as these other players. You know, like the Problem Rights and these guys like that fully understand that the game has taken a turn for the worst. So, to get back to Kerryon Johnson, is he right that the game is terrible? In some aspects, yes. The ball going through your body, your blocker's not blocking, you know, the aggressive catches where guys are catching the ball and getting back up and going for 6. It's been happening a lot more since the recent patch. Another thing that they also added is the sky kick. Like, if you sky kick the ball, most of the time the ball goes, you know, straight out the back of the end zone. This is what I'm saying. This is the point, right, guys? The game is selling, right? So if you guys are expecting miracles, If you guys are expecting them to say, you know what, let's change everything because this guy's complaining or the community is mad about this or whatever, they are not going to do that. And it's a corporation, it's a company, all right? It's business. It's bigger than, you know, me saying, yo, what's going on, EA? What is this? It's bigger than that. It's not going to happen unless, you know, people really understand and look at the main problem. It's sort of like, look, we were talking about this earlier in my stream. Depending on you guys' ages, you guys probably never played the NBA Live games that was straight lit. But NBA Live on the regular PlayStation, like straight PS1, those games were unbelievably good. You know why they were so good? The lack of animations. And that's what we were talking about. They put in the whole animation things, and that's what causes the game to be this bad, because they take away the user capability. When you think about a game like Fortnite, right? Whether you're good or bad, whatever you want your player to do, they actually do. You know, you get shot at, you start building a whole hotel with Wi-Fi, you're all the way on the top of the high ground, but the things that you're pressing, they're allowing you to press it. Now, are there glitches? Do people shoot you through your walls, all that stuff like that? Yeah, but it's not a regular case scenario. You know, they react to what you do. In this game, it's more animation based. So that's where a lot of the frustration and a lot of the terrible gameplay itself comes from. So the newer kids that play the game, they enjoy that aspect of the game. And they're the ones that are buying it by the boatload. So those animations, I don't see them going anywhere soon because they're regularly in the game. I played a full game yesterday for you guys, and you guys have been liking it. You guys want to see more full gameplays. I'm going to try to get you guys out some more full gameplays as I go through the game. You guys really enjoy it, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that liked the video. You'll see in a regular game that I play all these things that I'm talking about. So it's not like he doesn't have a point. It's just that it's not that easy to just say that the game is terrible. You got to be able to understand why it's terrible. Like, I have a long list of it, and I talk about it regularly. I give my feedback. I do all that stuff, and it becomes frustrating because over the years, nothing really with the nitty-gritty of the game has really changed. So I understand, in conclusion of what I'm trying to say, if any of you guys know Kerryon, you got to let them know, like, bro, you probably not going to get a card for a minute. So you better be out there training right now. Like, don't worry about the Super Bowl. Don't worry about nothing else that's going on. You need to be out there right now training because you're going to have to work triple hard to get a card. Just talk to Patrick Peterson about it. See how he worked out. And he was a very, very good corner when he was running off at the mouth with EA. And you saw what happened with him. T.O., same thing. Let me just show you what T.O.'s card is doing. He's on the Hall of Fame cover of this game. And EA still gave him a terrible card. Because that's just the way it goes, bro. Like, yo, hey, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these guys, they determine your fate. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So when you go to his limited card, which is one of them left, that's a limited card. Look at that. That's his limited card, bro. He has a 91 speed. No love. So just tread lightly, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You got to be able to understand, man. It's in the game. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not really in the game, the stuff that's going on, bro, it's not really in the game with EA Sports. It's in the game. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Somebody get this out to Kerryon Johnson, post it on Reddit. Let him understand it's bigger than him, bro. He's about to be a straight bum in this game. Until next time, one love.